We're back. Beard Villain here. We're back again. This is still episode 6. This is just our way of saying, sorry it was so down. We're still here. We want to give you one more. So it's time for a bonus topic. One more topic, chosen at random. We're going to try to right the ship. Hopefully, this is not like, how many toddlers could you fight in an hour? Or who do you think is going to be the next president?
Damn!
You know, hopefully this is something, you know, upbeat, like what will Elon Musk name his next kid?
Wow!
But we're going to cross our fingers and we're going to put all our faith in a 5-foot wrestler from Long Island known as Little Binky to pick a topic where you guys are actually going to be able to smile instead of cutting yourselves. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, but please seek help. We all want to feel. Bonus topic.
Tell a backstage heat story.
Oh, this is good. This is upbeat. Top of my head, you still have for the lead-in. Top of my head, I can tell you. Now, Little Monster Binky, does this have to be my own personal backstage heat, or could this be any?
This could be any.
Any backstage heat.
Any backstage heat.
Well, you want to go?
You go first. I want to hear what you got to say.
Take a knee, young wrestling fan.
Ooh! Story time!
Gather around the loose, old padding we bought from William Floyd High School to pad this wrestling ring.
Wow.
And let me tell you a story of an up-and-coming young wrestler named Zach Vengeance.
My God.
Zach Wild, Kid Rock, one half of the Undead, whatever the unlucky Long Island wrestling fan who met him knows him as. Let me tell you the story of young Zach Vengeance. Many years ago, in a galaxy far, far away, in a place called Center Island Sports in Ronkonkoma,
Wow!
there once lived a young ticket seller, a young pay-to-play artist.
How many tickets did that man sell?
He sold so many tickets, you could see them from here to China.
Wow.
And
that many.
Young ticket-selling Zach Vengeance was a part of what's called the most prestigious show in the world, the FTW pre-show.
Whoa!
And young Zach Vengeance was wrestling on a show with a very unknown, very unskilled, very jabberoni-ish wrestler known as the Acceptable Red. Oh, wait, no, it's the Amazing Red.
Wow!
And young Zach Vengeance had just perfected his standing shooting star Zach press. And he wanted to show it off to all 65 people at the Center Island Sports pre-show.
Are you telling me what I think you're telling me?
I guarantee you, whatever you think, it's worse.
Oh my God.
See, young Zach Vengeance had never heard of a thing called TNA Wrestling. And he had never seen Acceptable Red, Amazing Red wrestle before. So upon hearing that Acceptable Red also did a shooting star Zach press, young Zach Vengeance, who had sold more tickets than there are beans in a can, approached the Acceptable Red and said, "Listen, I'm doing the shooting star Zach press on the pre-show. Can you cut that shit out later on?" And the Acceptable Red, being a young green wrestler, replied to the incomparable Zach Vengeance, and he said, "No problem, kid. I'll cut the shooting star press, the red press, out of the finish of the main event of the FTW show because you're using it on the fucking pre-show."
Oh my God.
Talk about backstage heat. This kid was Steven Person's nuclear heat.
Oh.
X-Pac came to him and said, how you get that heat, bro? James Ellsworth was like, listen, I was just, doing this thing with these many unverified women. I want to get heat like you, bro. Nuclear heat. Like, you watch, like Tommaso Ciampa, he's a nice shade of bronze, but I watched him turn tomato red upon this news.
Oh, my God.
Top that. Top young Zach Vengeance putting Amazing Red in his place.
Oh, my God. Is that real?
Yeah,
yes,
it's real. I have
it really
more.
happened.
Are you serious?
I have
Yes.
more.
Yeah, do you want to tell another one?
Yeah, give me another one. I wanna
Okay,
hear-
I'm going to tell you about another young lad at Center Island Sports who was disrespectful. His name was Zach Vengeance. He was on a prestigious show known as the FTW pre-show.
Oh, my
And
God.
he was at the castle known as Center Island Sports in Ronkonkoma.
Oh, my God.
Now, on a show, he was in the main event. He was in the main event of the pre-show. And he decided the way to get over for all 6 tickets he had sold, to get all his Zach Vengenites, the undead army, in a roar, what he was going to do on the pre-show, in his unpaid, not even a hot dog, not even a handshake spot, he was going to take a razor blade, and he was going to sharpen it on his skull. So the pre-show rolls in, and everyone's backstage, and there's Zach Vengeance going Bob Ross on his skull. I'll put a nice little bush here.
Wow.
And he's bleeding like a stuck pig. And we're like, this is the pre-show. But it didn't matter what we thought. No. It only mattered what the notorious 187 Homicide thought.
Are you
Yes.
Are you serious
Yes.
right now?
Yes, Homicide.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
This unknown jabberoni named Homicide, who wrestled for some company called Tana Wrestling,
Oh my God.
he was standing at the curtain, and he's watching this masterful Picasso Zach Vengeance is painting on his forehead.
And doing every spot in the book.
And Homicide doesn't know any better. This guy was trained by, Zach Vengeance. So, he doesn't know that on the pre-show, in the main event,
I hope
supposed to
everybody's
blade.
smelling sarcasm right now. Please, smell it. It's smelling really good right now.
So, young Homicide has a very calm reaction. He simply takes both his hands and he applies them to Zach Vengeance's throat, and he pushes him against the wall as soon as he gets through the curtain. And he starts just choking the life out of him.
Oh, God!
And Vince McMahon, Earl Cooter, is grabbing Homicide, and he's screaming, "Stop! He needs money to me! This kid is money! This kid is money!"
Oh, God!
So thankfully,
Oh!
this is back in the days we didn't need doctors and EMTs back then. Thankfully, Homicide releases this stranglehold on Zach Vengeance.
God!
And of course, he shakes Zach Vengeance's hand. He thanks him
Oh,
for the
God,
respect
no.
he has shown the business. And Homicide says, hopefully, Zach can watch Homicide's match and give him a couple pointers at the end of the
Oh,
night.
my God.
No, Zach started crying and left. Do you want me to tell another one? You want to tell another story about?
Let's do one more.
Okay. Once upon a time, at a building, it was a venue. It was much bigger than the last one. It was called Center Island Sports in Ronkonkoma. A prestigious young wrestler named Zach Vengeance was wrestling on this really big show.
What's going on
called the opening match on a pre-show. And he decided what the match needed was suicide dives and table spots.
Oh, my God.
But
Are you kidding me?
unfortunately for the veteran, Zach Vengeance, there was this guy. I don't know. He was some guy. He had done some. I think his dad had been an actor in like a Home Alone movie or something, and this guy had done like Gotham and Blue Bloods. You know, it's not like he trained at the Doghouse with Homicide and Low Key and everybody. No, there's some loser named Jay Lover.
Oh my God!
And Jay Lover was privy to sitting ringside and watching the masterpiece. I'm telling you, I said Picasso? Fuck Picasso. We're talking
Leonardo da Vinci.
We're talking Da Vinci. We're talking on the seventh day God rested and Zach Vengeance took up the slack with this masterful performance. After lighting a fire ablaze under all 36 crowd members, Zach Vengeance came backstage to the news that Jay Lover's looking for you. What do you mean he's looking for me?
Are you kidding me?
Jay Lover's looking for you. Well, why does Jay Lover want to see me?
I wonder why.
Does Jay Lover want to ask me for pointers or compliment me on my match?
Oh God, are you serious?
So Zach Vengeance comes to me. Yes, me, Johnny Malloy, humble Johnny Malloy. And he says, hey, is Jay Lover mad? And you know me. I always like to spin a yarn. I like to lie. So I tell Zach Vengeance, oh, yeah. He wants to kick your ass.
Wow.
Because you disrespected the business for the upteenth time, and it's time to pay the piper. So Zach says to me, Malloy, what do I do? And I look him in the eyes, because Zach was my friend. I met him when I was 17. And I say, Zach, we've come a long way. And you're asking me for advice, and you know I wouldn't give you advice that I didn't believe myself. And I said, Zach, you fucked up tonight. He's not going to hurt you bad, but he's going to find you. Take the beating. Everyone will respect you more for it. And Zach looked at me and said, Malloy, you know what, you're right. I fucked up. I'm going to own it up. Zach walked away. I assumed that the next time I heard from Zach, I'd be hearing the sound of his skull beating against the concrete as Jay Lover gave him his due deserts. No. Unfortunately, about 5 minutes later, fortunately, or unfortunately, or fortunately, about 5 minutes later, Zach Vengeance's 90-year-old grandma was in a car accident doing 140 down the highway racing bikers, and Zach had to immediately leave the building before Jay could beat him up to tend to his grandma. He would have stayed for the beating, but instead, he had to take care of grandma. I hope Jay Lover understood.
Wow.
This is one guy, man. Being a promoter, I didn't even crack the egg on Steve in person. I didn't even bring him up, man. There's just so many, there's heat stories.
I just, you know what? When
The Chronicles of Zach Vengeance.
Wow, I think that should just be like an episode on itself.
It almost is, because we're over the 10 minutes.
His partner is
That's
great.
insane.
His partner never did anything.
I don't even have to say anything. You know what? That was your bonus, man.
Yeah, just about 15 minutes of telling Zach Vengeance FTW pre-show stories. If that's not upbeat and that doesn't make you think that even an idiot can make it in this world, I don't know what it does. What it do?
Boy. With that being said, folks, that's a wrap for us tonight.
The real end of episode 6, guys. I hope that was better. And if you have any comments or concerns, I think you should send them to Zach Vengeance. I'm sure he would love to have some fan interaction. I'm sure he would. It's one of those things where, it's like one of those myths. They say when you stop believing in a myth, it no longer exists. So as long as you all believe in the myth of Zach Vengeance... Yeah, he's a leprechaun.
Damn.
If you believe in Zach Vengeance...
They're trying to steal me.
He'll never die.
He'll never die, man. He's immortal.
He's like TMA.
And I will close with this. Do you know what Zach Vengeance told me on the first day I met him, within the first 30 minutes of talking to him?
What?
You're going to want me in your company. Jeff Hardy saw my penis once.